What's going on, guys? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a bit different, guys. This is going to be more of a live in-person shoot. Now, unfortunately, I can't go live because the Wi-Fi is a bit unreliable whilst I'm traveling around Europe. So for the sake of today, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'd go through some of the comments for some of the meme coins that you guys have shilled in there and do a bit of TA and see if there's any potential trades that I'd like to take. Obviously, the meme coin space right now is a bit hit and miss. There's still certainly good plays. It's just harder to be consistent with your wins. And that's why I've been focusing more on the swing trading side of things. We've obviously seen a lot of pump fun. You could call it FUD, but more so analytics around how many people are actually winning. And it's actually a sad minority, guys, that are actually making consistent profit on pump.fun. So that's why I've always kind of stuck to swing trading, going to Dex Screener and finding meme coins that are actually created with a liquidity pool straight away. That way devs are likely to probably push this a bit higher than obviously trying to run it up from 4K on pump.fun. But yeah, so that's what I've been looking more so to do. And then obviously I've been using leverage as well to sort of capitalize on those macro sort of timeframes. So you would have seen recently that I shorted MOG. Obviously I've also longed a lot of others in the past as well, like Mog and Ponky and Mew, Maneki as well. I've longed that. And then obviously I've shorted Nero on Ethereum recently as well. So Blowfin has been fantastic for that because you can really capitalize in this market on those massive macro swing trades rather than just being a degen on pump.fun and consistently losing your money. But also, guys, losing your fees to those meme coin platforms, which do add up actually when you look at it over time. So before we get stuck into the video, guys, I wanted to do a couple shills because it hasn't been something I've touched on for quite a while, but I obviously have updated the timeline with our profits in my trading group over the past 2.5 months. We've been quietly accumulating a lot of profits, specifically more so in the futures leverage side of the market where we trade altcoins and meme coins every single day. But obviously we still have been trumping quite successfully with our meme coin trades as well. So as you can see here, over 1,088x profit over the past 2.5 months. So that's all the way back to about mid-June, guys. And as you can see, you can take a scroll through here. And these are a bunch of different trades that I obviously called or other callers called in the group or other members have shared in the meme coin channel as well. And then obviously the futures side of things is predominantly been me, Sexy in the group as well, who calls, and then Aussie as well as a fantastic leverage futures trader. And as you can see here, we've been absolutely printing on those consistently over time. And just for transparency, guys, a lot of people never actually share their losses. So I thought, look, I'm going to be transparent, get this out to you, show you where I have actually been taking some losses because no trader wins 100% of the time. As you can see, we did have a couple trades on NFTs and runes, but not many because that market has been quite illiquid. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of our losses over the past couple months, mainly in futures. Okay, over on the side, as you can see, Grok's really annoying. As you can see, mainly futures where the trade just didn't go the right way, okay, swing trading, and that happens, guys. But like as you can see above, it was only 4x losses over the past 2 months compared to 1,088x in profits. So as long as you capitalize your wins over your losses, then that's how you can compound your wealth over time. And to make sure that my losses aren't big, as you can see here, my biggest loss is 42% there. And the reason for this, guys, is because I have a strict process, and you would have seen this on the timeline. I really rely on top entries. So I use TA, like you've seen, to really make sure that I hit my entries really well. And then obviously I have my take profit zones, and I obviously have my cut week trades. And a lot of people, they fail at this process, and that's what really kills them longer term, is that they don't have a trading plan. So for me, I want to make sure that my entries are as ideal as possible. So I use Fibonacci, I use breakout patterns, I use liquidity, I use volume, okay, to sort of make sure that my entries are 100% where I want them to be, because then the downside risk is way less than just aping into a random meme coin at any random number. And so that's why I advocate for TA. It's been a proven trading strategy for tens of years, decades on all markets, guys. And anyone that tells you that meme coins are different with TA, they have no idea, because it generally does show you bullish or bearish structure. So for me, I always cut aggressively, guys, as you would have seen with Fluffy just yesterday, and I've saved myself over 60% with that bag as well. But I always make sure I'm aggressive with profits too, because you're never going to time the top and you're never going to time the bottom. And that way I've been accumulating my wealth, compounding my gains over time, guys, to lock in over 500k 5k of profit so far this cycle. Hopefully push that up into the millions over the coming sort of 6 months or so as well, as long as this bull market does continue. In saying that, if it doesn't continue, guys, I'll be looking to favor my shorts over the next sort of couple of months, but I still very much am in the camp that this market goes a lot longer. So obviously, if you are looking to sign up for my group, guys, you can come to my profile. Again, send me a DM if you have any questions. More than happy to help you out. You can click up the top here, or alternatively, you can come to my link tree, and all the details are there. So my obviously trading groups there. So if you open that, that's what it looks like. A few different options. You can, if you just want to trial it out for a week or for a month, you can sign up there. If you want to do a subscription, you can sign up there. And obviously, if you want to just join one-time fee, you can sign up for the lifetime as well. And obviously, it goes into a little bit more about what we focus on. Whilst our trades have been extremely profitable, what we focus on is actually teaching you how to become a better trader as well. So do check it out, guys. There are lots of reviews there from lots of members over the past sort of couple of months. The OG members, so that's about 150 members of the group, didn't sign up through WAP, so they can't unfortunately leave a review. That's why I've been really trying to focus on the new members, leaving some reviews just so that they can get insight and you guys can get insight into that trading group. The last shield, guys, is obviously Blowfin. Again, you can sign up here, guys. Trade crypto worldwide. I'm going to be doing a massive range of leverage and future trading videos on my YouTube, so definitely check that out. Subscribe here, guys. Reaching 10K, which is crazy. Super proud of that. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube, guys, because I've been dropping a lot of meme coin content, which you'll see obviously here on the page as well. But more importantly, I will be starting to focus more broadly on the market. As you can see, this Tron tutorial's taken off 2K views in the past day. So I'm making sure that I'm staying up to date with the market, but also I want to focus more on the future side because that's where we really capitalize in the group. And I want to make sure that I'm educating you guys out there who aren't in the group as well. But yeah, check out my groups, check out my YouTube. And obviously, if you want to sign up for Blowfin, that's where I really take advantage of altcoins, but also some of these meme coins as well. As you can see, I've locked in a lot of profit. That's why there's not much left in these trades as well. But as you can see, Mog, Nero, Memecoins, Ethereum, we took that short as well. So for me, this has been a reliable tool. There's no KYC, so it is a great platform to sign up. All right, that's enough of an intro, guys. Time to dive into what we're here to do today is to actually look at some of these meme coins that some of you are shilling in these comment sections. I'll start off with two that I really wanted to discuss. Brainlet right now is breaking out. I probably wouldn't touch this. I would have bought the retest of this breakout because I didn't actually take these trades because I was moving between Australia and Europe, flying back last week, and then obviously going through, I was on an 11-hour bus trip yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to catch this breakout, but essentially this is one of your strongest community trades out there. One of the strongest memes that you're seeing on the timeline now. You're seeing people with PFPs. You're seeing the community, Nifty WAP, and then Craig is another one who's been shilling Brainlet for lots of millions, guys. They got in quite low. But again, this was a beautiful consolidation range. We saw support at the 0.86. We saw support again with a higher low on the 0.8786. That there was the ultimate buy, guys. The higher low consolidation phase, that would be the ultimate. That's the trade I like to take. As you can see, that's up 2.5x. Right now, the alternative trade is if you miss that down the bottom, guys, what I would be looking for is either like a retest like this and then taking the trade, or obviously, as you can see, we've had so much strength, but maybe the retest of this 0.5, so the golden pocket, would be where I would look to maybe capitalize on potentially taking this trade. You have seen volume is not as high as I would like it to see, as you can see down the bottom, but we did see a few green bars push this higher. So for me, keep an eye on this. You know what? A good target often to swing trade these is actually 0.382. So I'll just put that in just to see where it is. Look at that, guys. This is why I use fibs. Okay, so as you can see, it's currently retesting and struggling to break above. But obviously, I think the strength might continue with this one as long as the macro stays sort of consolidating like what we're seeing at the moment. But yeah, look at that. Classic swing trade, guys, is from the 0.786 back up to the 382, and bang, look at that. You can make a 2.7x in the space of a couple days. So that's always great to see. But that's Brainlet, guys. That's what I'm looking at for Brainlet. Next one is Aura. Now this one was a huge hype. You know what? I think I'm going to cop this actually. This one it ran up crazy levels, right? So my fib, I drew it from the bottom to the top. Again, I've shielded this multiple times, but here's all my settings. As you can see, golden pocket in the yellow, orange for the 0382, red or pink for the lower fibs, and then these ones here, 1.618, 2.618 are your extensions, where if you do see a breakout, that's where you'd like to target based on psychology, based on mathematics, all those types of things. So that's why I use Fibonacci's. Now, this is one that I was looking at last night. couple ways you could probably draw this. I'm going to draw this with more touches, guys. So as you can see, it's starting to break out already. So I'm actually going to cop this right now. So I just got to open my TG. All right, going back to it. Let's go here. Let's go Pepe Boost. Let's go there and bang. All right, bang. All right, sweet. I'm going to cop this a little bit. I'm going to cop a small bag because I think that this potentially could have a run here, guys. So I'm just going to drop that in my group as well. This is live, guys. So this is what you see me do, okay? So come into Memecoins. As you see, there's my fluffy trade. We cut last night for 20% profits up here, and obviously it went down to the $1 million range. So we preserved our capital by over 60%. So I just got to drop. This is what I do. So I find a meme coin trade, and I chuck it in there. So I chuck the chart, copped Aura at, what are we at? It's at 15.4 mil. I'm going to put 4 mil. Looks like a bottom could be forming here on the 0.786. So this is my trading group, guys, the one that I showed at the start. 0.786. Look for volume to take this higher. We'll swing trade to higher fibs and take some profit there. Strong meme, because I have seen this on the timeline. Strong meme community on the timeline. All right, sweet. So, okay, that's what I do, and that's what I do. And that's an entry, and obviously I update. As you can see, I updated a few times. I cut before, look at that. So I update on trades. I don't just shill them and then leave the community dry. I drop trades. Anybody sends me a message, guys, I often get back to them straight away with the charts that they're looking at. So for me, with this trade, I'll be looking for it to break above this, maybe even set a higher low here or a double bottom, guys. So something like this, okay? And then I want to see a big increase in volume. And this is really good because often you do see volume go down, and then often you want to see a break in structure here with volume and a big green candle down there. So this is one that I wanted to get to you before we go into the comment section as well, because that's what I'm looking at there. But yeah, so we're at 15.4 million. Again, something for me, guys, because you always got to, like I said at the top of this video, you got to have invalidation levels, you got to have profit levels. So for me, right now I got in at this level. I probably look to scale profits within this sort of golden pocket range, which as you can see is a 2x. So I can make 5 sol if it gets there. And then obviously my higher time frame target would be this sort of 2.8x at the 0.382 if we get there. But ideally, guys, you might see it potentially continue really back up towards all-time highs, or ideally set a new all-time high too. So you got to be keeping an eye on that. And that's what I like to do. But as I said, I take profits quite aggressively. So that's why for me, I like to sort of take a lot of profits here, and that way I just like I can walk away, I can go look at the travels that I'm currently doing, and I'm not stressed about the chart. And profit is profit, guys, compounded over time. Allocate more into positions that you'd like. I'm confident with this entry. I like this entry, and my invalidation is probably below this low. And as you can see here, this is my risk, right? So right here, so if we just do a simple thing, this is my risk, guys. Look at that. Your risk is, so my risk to reward ratio is 2.77. You ideally want it to be higher than 2. Okay, if we're targeting the higher fib, okay, so the top of the golden pocket, it's 4.7. So for me, that's how I consistently lock in gains, and then that's how I consistently make sure my bags don't go to zero and I lose a lot of capital as well, because preservation of capital is just as important as taking profits off the table. So there's a bit of insight into how I like to go about it. Anyways, time to go over to the comment section. We'll look at WDog and 20 first because they are the ones. I'm going to keep Aura live there because that's what I'm looking at. So this is just some analysis. You guys have to check it out throughout the video. So for me, this one probably going to avoid just purely on the wick by wick basis. The liquidity is too low. The fib, there we go, fib does want to work. I mean, it is holding this fib, but for me, there's no strength here, guys. The difference between this chart and Aura, see this, like beautiful, beautiful structure. Okay, beautiful sell off, hopefully find a bottom and then pump up a little bit here, either for a lower high or ideally a higher high, okay? Whereas you can see here on 20, what we're noticing is that, yeah, a lot of wicks here, okay? This is actually a triple top as well, like, I mean, bang, bang, and bang. Worst case scenario, you could actually say that this is a head and shoulders as well, which is very bearish, okay? That's why I continued as well. So 2 bearish structures there that I'm seeing. Again, I don't see this on the timeline enough for me. Again, too much cat matter out there. I mean, it could pump from here, holding that 0.786. I'm seeing a lot of strength there, probably because maybe community members are buying it, the dev is buying it, or maybe they have market makers that are buying it. Those are the types of things to keep an eye out. But again, this isn't one that I probably am going to trade, so it's an avoid for me. I like strength, guys, and I'd rather avoid a trade than to actually take a trade just based on certain things like that. So for me, that's what I'm avoiding. WDog, this one, I did make a few gains on this recently. Let's have a look. Let's draw the fib. So fib from 0 or as close to 0 as you can get it. So that's 81K. I have actually changed my my from price to market cap. I find that a little bit easier actually now that I'm looking at it. But with Blowfin as well, it is actually better to have it with price because then I can find those memes that are looking good. Now, this is a good one here that I could potentially take. I think your R&R here again is really good. So for me, I'm going to take this. Okay, so my invalidation will be there. Look at that. Even just to that first fib, guys, is a 2.2 sort of range, right? So it's a 2.2 ratio risk to reward. So you have a higher probability of locking in more gains than if it was to break down and you cut weakness, right? So my cut weak would probably be below the 786 here. So for me, I'm actually going to take this trade as well. So if we open this one again, so Pepe Boost coming over here, I'll buy a 5 bag here, and then I'll go straight to my group and drop it in there. So as Memecoins, oopsies, that's the wrong members, at Memecoins, copped. What's this one called? WDog here. Possible double bottom. And that's it. It's possible above 0.786. Invalidation would be below 0.786 where I would cut. Okay. I'll just put the link. So the contract address, copy the chart. Now, again, this one's a little bit different. Volumes come off. I have seen a few top influencers discuss this token as well. So again, that helps push it to more people. So I'm in at 9.3 million, cover at 9.3 million. So for me, yeah, my invalidation here is here, guys. Okay, probably below there at about 6.25. So probably 6.25 mil, or if you want to be safer, you could probably say even below there. So probably like 7.35. 7.35 million is a lower low. Okay, and then bang, and then sure enough, that's how I give it to my group. So keep an eye on these charts. So go back to Aura. It's still sitting only up 100K from my entry. And now I'm going to leave WDog there too because there are 2 live trades that I currently take. All right, mad. So now let's go. I'll just refresh this in case anyone commented on this post. Nah, sweet. All right, so we go this one here. And now have a look. So, yeah, this sort of post, yeah, lots of people love their meme coins. Again, I'll try my best to go through them as best as I can. These orders are allocated for Rune, that FD world, given the state of where it feels like a good bet. I mean, I'm not trading runes right now, but again, I'll have a look. Like, it's always good to have a look. I shouldn't have got out deck screener. There we go. What's it called? Sky's the limit, is that what it's called? I mean, if I can't find it, no, I apologize, man. Sky's the limit. No. Is it Sky the limit? No. Or is it the other one? Is that it? I don't know. Let's have a look. A ticket for that. You've got no pending buys. You've got no vote. Nah. So I'm going to avoid that. I'm avoiding runes, guys, until I see strength over the 30 days. We are seeing a lot of bounces. If you zoom in lower time frame, like, no, even in the last day, we haven't seen a bounce. What about on the weekly? Yeah, a little bit of 20% on the weekly, pops up 62 cent. But until you see strength over the month on month, guys, I'm probably just going to avoid this, okay? So that's what I'm looking at for that. All right, so I looked at that. Everyone knows the ticker. Well, I don't know the ticker for this. What is the ticker? I'm going to fade that. Again, if I don't know the ticker, then you're probably doing it wrong. Fluffy, okay, we'll look at it because that was a trade that I took yesterday for a 20% gain. Like, it went up quite a lot. But again, the invalidation was this line here, and I tweeted this out yesterday. So we took the breakout trade, which was about the 0.786 up to here. As you can see, it was a 2.2x gainer. So let's just draw the fib to show you what I was looking at. Okay, so it consolidated here in its 0.786 and its 0.886. That's why I took the trade. And that's why it broke out. We saw a slight volume increase, but it wasn't enough. As you can see, this is what I mean. Volume does matter. See volume continue going down, and that shows weakness. So even though it broke out a little bit, and you could have caught a 2.2, or obviously if you took the breakout here, guys, you could have actually taken, about an 80% swing trade. I cut for about a 20% swing trade. As you can see, you want to see volume increase. So you want to see a breakout pattern like this, and then you want to see volume increase like this. 2 big greens or 3 big green candles down the bottom is what you want to be seeing. We saw a little bit, but not continuation. That's why it broke support. And then obviously within this macro time frame, I had this micro lower time frame support. which it obviously broke, and that was my area of invalidation, and that's where I cut. And guys, if you bag holding meme coins, that is the number one lesson that I could tell you. Don't bag hold meme coins, okay? Be aggressive. Don't marry them. Don't get like associated with one token, guys. Like, learn to trade them all. You are a trader. You're trying to make profits consistently over time. That's what's really changed the game for me this cycle compared to the last 2 cycles. Not bag holding, taking profit during euphoria, and cutting weak trades, okay? I cut AVAX, and that was the best decision I did. Even my spot portfolio, okay? Because there was weakness against Bitcoin and there was weakness against Solana. So as you can see, yeah, it's breaking down 65%. So I saved my bag, my group's bag by 65%, guys. That's a lot of money when you think about it, okay? And if you're doing that consistently, you're not cutting weak positions, then you're adding 65%, compounding that over time. And just to show you why I do that, if you take this move back up to there, look at it. So for a 65% move down, you have to make 2.4x in returns to get to the same level that you were. So that's why it's so imperative that I cut weak positions, because the upside move from a downside breakdown is far more superior than the actual downside risk. That's why it is so important to me that you cut weak trades all the time, especially in meme coins, because they just die. Like 99% of them go to zero. As you can see, this one probably does go to zero over time. So for me, I'm not really trading this until maybe I see volume increase on Fluffy. All right, so next one, MOG. Now, I obviously shorted this. A lot of the mod community wasn't happy, but I shorted it. Made a lot of gains on that, on Blowfin. As you can see, yep, so it broke this. Like, it's just silly, guys. And don't marry your bags. This is all I'm saying. Like, I'm a trader. I made a lot of money trading because I don't marry my bags. As you can see, it broke support here. Okay, this was obviously that mass sell-off event. We broke back up, but the reason I was shorting is because it didn't break back into the range here. So this is a long-term support, guys. This is a support since May. So we're in August. That's about a 4-month support, and it broke. And that means that it's probably going to continue to the downside. And what we saw is that it came back up, buyer stepped in this week, which is great. But if this broke back up here and showed me strength there, I would have been like completely longing. I would have held my spot bags, all that type of stuff. But I saw that wick up here, which is a bearish retest. So it's now gone from support all of these months, is now resistance because it couldn't break back up in here. That was the level that I shorted. And sure enough, we printed on that short over 2x gains on that, guys. 44, I think I was on a 5x long. So yeah, about 100 to 200% on that. I have longed this several times, these wicks down here for a small profit. At the moment, this is, I don't know. I'm seeing like this wicks is concerning. Macro looks like it probably wants to go shorter, so lower. So I don't add this to my spot bags just yet. I would happily wait for this to show me more strength before I actually look to sort of get back into it. So for me, this would be where I would sort of say, okay, I'm keen to get back in. I'd rather miss this buying opportunity if it does move up because I want to see strength. And strength for me would be sort of a buyer stepping in. So volume increase here, green volume bar stepping in down the bottom, double bottom sort of play, support off this 0.618, which is your golden pocket. A lot of meme coins generally find support down here, but for MOG, we might see it hold this support. Alternatively, though, I probably think this continues down, especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana continue down. But obviously, if it does want to hold this level, it probably consolidates here for probably the next sort of 3 weeks. And then if it does show me support, strength here, and then strength breakout, you see buyer step in with green volume candles. That's where I probably long it. That's where I look to probably look to add to it back to my spot back. So that's my areas of invalidation for MOG and what I'm currently looking at. I am in a long from about 0.95, which I think is about that 350 million cap, or maybe a little bit lower, 340. I think it might be about there. So yeah, 340. Which I have taken profits on, and I'm just holding a small bag with my stop loss at break even because I do think this maybe does go lower, especially if the market does go lower. So that's what I'm looking at for MOG. Epic, another one I have traded in the past. Again, I love the meme, love the community, love Mando, but at the end of the day, I'm a trader, guys. So you gotta be smart with these. This doesn't look too good to be honest. Let's look at the fibs. Like, I mean, I think this is below. Yeah, so it's just in this fibs. Like, again, what catalyst is bringing this back? Like, I'd love to see it. If we look at this, so you could probably say even there, but like we'll go about there. So for me, guys, I probably am just avoiding this for now. I want to see buyers step in. I want to see this. Again, I see it on the timeline all the time. I said the meme is great. Mando's carrying the meme. I mean, utility is best like out there for a meme coin as well. But again, it just doesn't have the sentiment. And sometimes that's all it is. You can't force a meme. You can't force these memes that run up to hundreds of millions they are there because they are authentic. They're either a good meme, they have strong communities, that type of stuff. Combination of it all. So for me, just keeping an eye on this chart for probably the next 2 weeks, and then just seeing what happens as it nears this sort of breakout area for me. So that's epic. Yuns, this is one that I did trade last week for a little gainer. Let's hope my Wi-Fi hasn't kicked out. Alrighty, I'm back. Managed to get some Wi-Fi. That's good. Yuns, gonna look at this. Gotta be quick, guys. Wi-Fi probably does look to cancel again and be a bit dodgy. It's the one downside of traveling. Yeah, look at this. This is a beautiful chart, not gonna lie. I mean, you could trade it here. I probably will avoid, like, I mean, it's only just broken out. Let's do some quick levels. So it's only up 5%. So, I mean, oh, it's only at 5 mil. Yeah, look, probably not. Yeah, you know, I'll cop a small bag of this. I do like this chart. This is an ascending wedge. We have seen it break out. Again, I want to see more volume step in, though. So in validation, we'd be probably below this low here at 4.6 million. So again, I'll bring it to Pepe Boost and chuck that in there. I'm going to go with a smaller bag for this one, mainly because this does sometimes not, like we could, as you can see here, break down, go all the way back down to retest. Same again, fail breakout, go all the way down to retest because the volume doesn't step in, buyers don't step in. So for me, that's what I'm looking at, a small bag for that one. I have traded, as you can see, 20% previously. So keeping an eye on that one. I don't mind that trade. Don't mind that trade. I want to see continuation of buyers stepping in. I'll leave that again open to make sure that I can keep track of it. TRX, Suncat, I mean, we can have a look. I got to pull up Dex Tools instead because it's not on Dex Greeny yet. I would assume that they will bring on some Tron Memecoins soon. What was it called? Suncat. I think I looked at this one on stream the other day when I did that video. So Suncat, let's have a look. It's sort of consolidating here. I mean, this is 15 minutes. Let's zoom out a little bit. 4 hours. I mean, if you got, yeah, it's kind of still consolidating here. I mean, it's probably going to play out something like this. So keep an eye. Like, just, I would trade the breakout for me. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Gosh, I hate Dextools. Horrible website. This is what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'll go from about there to there. As you can see, it's kind of mid-range at the moment. Probably, like, these wicks are sellers. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of sellers at these wicks. So not a lot of strength. Zoom in a little bit. Let's go down the hourly. So keep an eye on it. This could break out. This is a breakout pattern, symmetrical wedge, or triangle is probably a better term. Plays out either way. Probability is not favored either sort of way. High lows does probably show me maybe continue. Nah, so it's 50% here, guys. Obviously, you'd want to see something like this to trade the breakout. So that's what I'm looking at for Suncat on Tron. Epic, we already looked at. I'm not going to look at a pump fun meme on Tron. That's too low cap for me. Cook, let's have a look at Cook. I traded this up very aggressively from 300k to 9 mil. It was a big bagger. Shout out to Shred who did get in. See, this is a chart that I might look at potentially just accumulating a small bag. Okay, we might be seeing that the low could be in. A lot of people are like, oh, this is going to zero. Nah, mate, it's about to hit its fibs where buyers do like to step in. So for me, you see red volume, so red flags. I would want to see maybe a double bottom form like that. Okay, a high low or either a double bottom on this 0.886 fib probably over the coming days. And then that's where I'd look to take this trade. It is quite aggressive. It likely probably does make a move here, guys. Probably maybe a slight move here. Maybe even up to the 0.618. So keep an eye on the chart. This is the daily. So on smaller time frames, let's have a look. Yeah, you have seen volume step in a little bit compared to this previous sort of couple of weeks. So just keep an eye on it. I mean, it could be bottoming here. It might be worth just a small bag. You know what? I'll chuck one sol at it. Let me just... actually, you know what? I had that on the wrong high. So, yeah, I mean, like, if you think the meme's going to continue, which I do think Cook does continue a little bit, then it's worth a small bag. So I'll put one sol into Cook. I just got to share that. Oh, yeah, no, we want to do a small... Hold on, I got to do all my group trades as well. So at Memecoins. Small trade in Yuns here, fam. Breaking out at... what are we at? 5.1 million. Cop small back. Okay. Bang. Be kind and put the contract address. Always good to do that as well. Bang. Okay. And then Cook. I will probably, you know what? I'll throw 2 sol at that at the 0.886. So just buy another little sol there. At Memecoins. All right. Small bag of Cook. At 1.3 million, could be bottoming here at the 0.886. Look for volume to step in. Copy the chart. Yeah, so I mean, why is it doing that? It's so annoying. Okay, I just want the chart, please. So let's go there, copy image. All right, image is copied, bang, okay. And I'm just gonna put in here in validation. Validation is below that last low at 4 mil. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, done. All right, sweet. So that's cooked. W Dog already looked at it. Why is someone chilling? Rec drinks here. Shout out to Mando OSF, you guys are killing it. Oopie, haven't heard of it. Let's have a look. Spelled it wrong. 400k, quite low. Yeah, so it's a playoff. Udi. Probably gonna avoid. Oh, this has a bit of history. Let's have a look. Like it's already. So this is what I mean. Like it's already had multiple pumps. I'm gonna ignore this one, guys. Small as volume. Look at that. 7k volume. You manipulate that if I'm buying that. I don't pump and dump tokens. I trade them. So I'll avoid that. Hammy, yeah. This one gets shilled to me like every day in my comments, but let's have a look. Sad hamster. Yeah, I think the chart was sad last time I had a look at it. That's why I didn't take the trade. Yeah, look, I mean, I mean, this is where it had that mad, like in May, like it had this mad narrative. It ran up quite aggressively, and I mean, it's below its 8.8. That's why I didn't take the trade. It's been a low there for the past week, so that's a lot of weakness for me. I don't think that comes back. If it does come back, it means it's probably being manipulated or a lot of buyers have stepped in. I'll probably avoid for now. So not looking at Hammy. That's why I haven't taken that trade. Let's look at Yuki. Manipulation here, guys. As you can see, like just no buyers stepping in. Again, low volume. Yeah, look at this. Like buyers 10k. That means someone has shielded it and only 406 sellers or bots. So yeah, these wicks are concerning. You're seeing a lot of bots step in or manipulation, low slippage, low liquidity. Yeah, no, I'm avoiding Yuki. Is this the right Yuki? I don't even know. Maybe it's a different one. Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Nah, avoiding. And yeah, as an Aussie, lol. Okay, Aura looked at lock-in. Aura, I did take a trade as well. Lock-in, let's have a look. Obviously, this is a sort of stronger play to cook or let him cook. Let's have a look. Let's pull out a little bit. Let's go to low fibs. So 5k, there we go, nailed it. Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean. Like, this is what I'm looking at for Cook, potentially showing a bottom here. So as you can see, I mean, he could probably go on the daily. It's probably not going to show the double bottom though. Yeah, the 4 hour, I like this. So as you can see here, like this is probably an avoid trade for me right now. Again, you're not seeing buyers step in. And if macro breaks down, all these trades go down the drain. So that's why you got to have your stop losses, which I will put in on Pepe Boost once I finish this video. This is it, high low. So that's the buying opportunity there. Okay, or obviously the breakout here, but again, you're not seeing buyers step in too aggressively, which makes me more concerned on my Cook trade as well. I'm going to leave that chart open just so I remember I've got it. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. A high low, like that's the swing trade opportunity there, which is what we might be catching currently on Cook. And as you can see, that's a 2x easy gain, guys. Like this is a much better trade with a risk to reward compared to chasing those pump.fun tokens where literally under 1% of people win and literally under 4% actually make more than thousands of dollars. So, I mean, the odds are not in your favor. Probability here is in your favor. If you want to learn this, jump in my group, guys. I give you the trades as you've just seen in the video, but more so, we analytically talk through them in the Memecoin channel here. This is very busy all day, every day, every day. All right. W Dog looked at it, Epic looked at it, Elon, don't know what that is. Again, I've probably fade something like that. I mean, is it on ETH? So ETH, 30k volume on ETH. I'm probably avoiding. Yeah, no, I don't like to look at this. Nah, like again, I'm not a fan of that. So, nah, that's just a red flag for me. Glorp is one that I have traded previously. Let's have a look at it. 1.9 mil. Yeah, like again, it probably found a bottom. We missed the bottom, and that's it. Like I don't chase my bags, guys. If I miss it, I miss it. Okay. Yeah. So I found sort of, as you can see, like it doesn't necessarily have to find support here. Buyers generally can step in a little bit earlier. As you can see, it did step in a little bit earlier, which might be close to wicks and support over here as well. As you can see, that's kind of similar range there. So yeah, you've missed the trade in my opinion there. Like I mean, it's pumped 82%. It pumped all the way back up here for a 3x as well. So you missed a trade for me there. I like to take the trades here before this move there. As you can see, volume did increase. That's what you want to see. And that's why it was a nice gainer. Like it's a 3x, guys. So that's a really nice gainer. That's why I like to take trades like that. So Glor, probably an avoid here. I'd like to see, I mean, it could continue. You're setting high lows, so keep an eye on this one. But for me, I don't take that sort of trade. You want to stick with the trades that you like to take. Don't know what that is. Cat dog. All right, I'll look at cat dog. I don't know what this is either. I haven't heard of it yet. Wow, 55 mil, holy. But I mean, look at this Wix manipulation. And the fact that it's at 55 mil, like your risk to reward for something like that, like, I mean, this is a bull wedge sort of playing out. But again, for it to for you to get a 2x, it has to go to 100 million. That's a lot of money. So I'd much rather probably, like, I mean, it could break out here. Like, this is a bullish consolidation here with usually something like that, which it could happen. I mean, you are setting a higher low. I did take a trade like this on MOG, but again, I haven't seen this one as prominent on the timeline as other trades. But I mean, this still looks okay. Still looks okay until it probably means. So we go there. Like, it's in its golden ratio. So yeah, like as you see, fibs literally all the way down there, dip. That's where buy stepped in. So I probably avoid it. I just, like, I'm not too risk on right now. Let's look at the Twitter. Again, you always got to check the security of this. So, wow, it's got 100K. No wonder it's at 55 mil. Yeah, so it's just so, I mean, July 22. Yeah, so it's been out for a while. I assume, yeah, so it's got listed on being, I mean, yeah, look, okay. I'm seeing a lot. These wicks are concerning, though. That means a lot of sellers are stepping in. A lot of bots are stepping in, maybe market makers, particularly if it's here. If it's on, like, if it's on this, that means market makers are in the market, guys, and they have levels that they will sell profit, and this is why you're seeing big slippage wicks like this. I mean, it's a red flag. Like, liquidity's only at 700K with FTV and market cap at 55. That's concerning. Like, if someone has a bag of 100K, that nukes the chart. Hence why we see big wicks. So I'll probably avoid cat dog for now. Okay, we've got a couple more to go. Privacy, no, Zcash. We're looking at memes. I'm not going to look at that. Nero and ETH, I'm shorting it. I think I did have that chart. No, I haven't brought it up, but I'm shorting it from about 180 mil from memory. I think our entry was. My charts are all gone, but where is it? I think I drew it like here from memory, and then here, something like this. I think it was, and we took the short around this level here. And yeah, no, so it probably does go lower. Alrighty, there we go. So yeah, about there, 0. Yeah, index golden rate. I mean, I've got to take profit here as my level. I think it's about 1.1. Yeah, so 1.14 for price, but yeah, 114 mil. So that's probably where I'd look for a bounce. If not, it's probably going here, guys. I have seen a lot of FUD. Michi, all right, we're going to do quick fire now. Run out of time. I don't want this to be too long. I mean, it's already so long. It's probably about 40 minutes, so... people probably don't want to watch this, and not watch it like live. I mean, Amici, yeah, this manipulation, it's finest, guys. Answer. Avoid. I mean, it looks like market makers generally step in around here. So what I mean by that are whale buyers or people that the team or the dev has asked to sort of provide liquidity. Like why would I buy this chart? Like, I just wouldn't buy this. Like, I mean, in theory, it even could be a potential, like, nah, it's not. Nah, avoid that. It's not that. But no, I'm not. I mean, risk to reward here could be a play. Like, it could be worth a small punt there, like something like this, like 4.25. So could be a play. I'm not gonna. Again, I don't want to be associated with or buying or selling tokens that like Ansem and other people are tweeting about. It's just not how I like to trade. So avoiding this. I mean, it could bounce. Like that's a good risk to reward trade there, but I'm not going to take it. Billy, same sort of thing, and Ponky is next. 32, yeah, so you've seen a little bit of volume. I have seen a few people on the timeline talk about it, but again, has it got the narrative or has it lost the narrative, guys? Like, this is a whiff derivative, so, I mean, I'd probably step in and look to buy down here, if it does. But again, your risk to reward is much better there than anywhere else here. You want to see a bottom kind of form, guys, or even just consolidate like this for a bit and then sort of make a move. That shows strength, that shows it's found a bottom. This hasn't found a bottom yet. So you don't want to be buying that. All right. Let's have a look. I think I've got a few more. Yeah, a few more. I should have reloaded the page because there's probably more. Now, this chart is actually, this is not a good chart. Like, I mean, you've got support here. Like, this is probably the last support. But but like, I mean, it's broken. Like that's probably the chart that you're looking at there, guys. So more times you knock, the more likely it is that you go through that area. This being a bearish knock, traditionally, this is more of a bearish setup. So for me, I'm avoiding Ponky right now. It probably can have more moves to the downside. Let's look at potential targets, guys. This was one that I did trade very aggressively up here, and I thought it was going to go way higher. So it is, yeah. So this is actually like, you could potentially trade it, but I won't. This is traditionally a bearish setup, and it is bouncing here. My target would probably be here, guys. That's where I'd like to probably buy at the 0.786. So lower for me at about 85 mil. That's where I become interested. If we just do a little bit of TA quickly, I'd probably like even this sort of like that's like that. You could say it's kind of doing something like that. Like really loosely, like if I zoom out a little bit, let's have a zoom in a little bit, sorry. Have a look. Yeah, like it is, like technically it is, but I mean, it has that invalidation up there, which is a deviation. Like, I mean, you've got a range, support, resistance, deviation, back into range, support, resistance, within a major bull flag, macro bull flag. I would buy here. That's me. That's me for Ponky. I think I skipped this. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look at it. Okay, let's have a look. I'm not going to touch that. No, it's way too low. Popcat. I looked at this chart recently. I wasn't too keen. Same as Mog. Like, they're both showing more weakness, macro weakness than anything. Gosh, this looks like, is this the right chart? It looks horrible. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's Radium. Yeah, see, that one was Orca. That's why it looked horrible. So this is, you got to make sure you're on the right chart, guys. So this is where it's going, which is nearly there. So this could be a good accumulation area. You kind of got like lower highs there sort of thing, which same sort of thing again. You've got macro swings of support, resistance, breakout, deviation, support, resistance. I'd be looking to see if it holds there. It wouldn't surprise me if this does align on a fib. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, it wicked down there and touched its fib. It is below its 0.618, so probably concerning. Again, same sort of thing with Ponky and with PopCap. My target would be sort of maybe there, which is a lot of liquidity. Support here, support as well as this wick. You've got liquidity bicep in here. So, I mean, but again, there's not a lot of volume. This probably does head lower, and I probably would be looking at that level for me. Last one, guys. All right, is this one here. I don't even know what this is. If it's not on deck screener, and so be it. Turbo. Oh yeah, no. Okay, 70K. I'm not gonna touch that. And then obviously, so that's what I like to do. I like then come to like high volume guys, and I just go straight here. So Reddit's obviously the current meta. You got to zoom in because these are obviously new. They're high volume. Probably not going to take that trade. Let's look at our car. Yeah, I remember when the Reddit NFTs went off. Not going to touch that. I don't really like that. There's a lot of wicks showing me that there's bots and people selling. Probably avoid that. Let's go to the third one. So this is what I do. I literally go there. Look at that, 19K. Like, it's just not a good time, guys. This was the main one, Ask Snoofy, which is one that I think I would have taken a trade. I think this low here is what I was. Again, I was traveling, so you just got to fade that. Like, you're going to fade gains all the time, guys. So, yeah, look at that. That was, yeah, I remember this. I remember this wick back down to here, and that's probably where I would have looked to step in as a buyer. Right now, you've got this support kind of along here, which eventually will break. And if it does go further away, that's probably a take profit, guys. Like, I mean, like up here, take profit up here, because it does always come back towards the trend over time like this, okay? Like this, over like this, like that. Okay, that's how it works over time. So that's it. Yeah, so that's probably it. And again, like I go through, go to the next one. Top 5 usually is what I like to look for. That's consolidating. Probably, again, there's a lot of weakness, macro. So again, I would then go to like TradingView and just see what's happening macro. And then I go to futures, and that's how I like to trade. Trade those futures. So total, yeah, it doesn't look too good. Like, I mean, CCI is coming down on the daily. You've got probably a peak here on the daily. Let's look at the weekly with RSI and stochastic. Yeah, oh, dude, we go lower, I reckon. We're going lower, guys. I mean, we could be forming a potential. We are forming bullish divergence on Bitcoin, but like this, the RSI could be going lower here. Stochastic momentum is going lower. It's below the bull market support band. It's below, like, man, liquidity. There's liquidity down at 41K that we haven't touched. Like all this down here that we haven't, like, that is liquidity stacked, guys, between, what's that, 38 and 45. Worst case scenario, that's where I think we go. Ideally, you want to see a low within here. And again, capture that liquidity that we saw down at 48. But, I mean, this probably has lower if I'm just looking at it. You got momentum to the downside. Yeah, again, this is what I mean by bullish divergence. You got lower lows, but then you're starting to put in higher lows. But yeah, this probably plays out over time, guys. So yeah, keep an eye on macro, because these trades that I have taken, so Yunes, WDog, and Cook, and what was the other one? I think I've forgotten. What was this one? Aura. Yeah, if macro breaks down, these all go to zero very quickly, or not zero, they break down very aggressively. So I will cut very aggressively with those right now in the risk environment. So I hope that gives you insight, guys, into how I trade these memes. I hope that gives you a bit of analysis on some of these meme coins. I do apologize that the video went for so long. Again, there's a lot of comments, like, yeah, as you can see, 50 comments. So it does take time to analyze all these different meme coins. Thanks for obviously commenting. Hopefully we'll do some lives again soon once Wi-Fi is nice and reliable. But again, if you want to sign up to my group where we have printed insane profits, guys, over 1,000x in the past 2 months, I'd highly recommend checking it out. I have dropped prices. As you can see, here's all of our, stop it, Grok. As you can see, here's all our swing trades on meme coins and our multiple X's. Here's all our swing trades on altcoins and futures. Again, like, even if you don't want to trade futures, you can trade on 1 to 2 leverage, 3x leverage, and just become familiar with it. And then over time, become more comfortable and confident with those trades. Or alternatively, you can just buy them in spot. And a lot of the time, these are just good swing trades with spot. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that as well. So we've been consistently doing that for a long time, like over a year now, guys. So it's been crazy. But again, transparency, there's our losses. Okay, so you can check it out as well. And a big focus is always education. I'll show you that in the group as well. So down the bottom, we have a whole channel dedicated to, like, here, candlestick formations, all of these setups. Okay, I answer questions in the channel below. And again, this is all my analysis. So my pump farm filters when I'm on there. Okay, meme coin strategies, how to not get rugged. Okay, leverage setups. Okay, scalping. It has all of the trading strategies, or anything that I'm currently looking at to become a better trader. So if you do want to check that out, come to my Twitter page, or obviously if you're watching on YouTube, go to that link in the description on my YouTube page, or alternatively come here, click there it is. Okay, sign up there, guys, and hopefully I'll be dropping some more YouTube videos soon as well. So thanks for watching, do appreciate it. Do give me a follow, Greeny Trades, or obviously if you're watching on YouTube as well, click subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And obviously if you're watching on Twitter, jump on my YouTube, guys, because been dropping a lot of content on there. We're doing really well, fast approaching 10K, which is just amazing. But yeah, so many videos on there. Okay, and I have trying to shift it a little bit more. I've been doing a little bit of macro. So we touched on NFTs that I'm watching over on the side. Market update here with the BTC Death Cross. Okay, so I'll be mixing up my content to make sure that I'm staying up to date across all content as well. So definitely check that out on my socials. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.